Alright, Cheesers, hello and welcome to another video in the finals. This is going to be a spooky one. Oh shit, yeah, it's actually Halloween when this is going up. And they're right on time with the Halloween event, which we'll be talking about along with some other stuff in this one. So actually, I was going to do a video on this game. I haven't done one in a while. I literally just recorded it the other night. And then this event came out, and I was like, well, shit. And it's going to, like, just completely cheese everything I was talking about in the other one. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I guess we got to do one on the event now. And I'm just not gonna upload the other one because, yeah, this just completely messed with a lot of it. Okay, so first of all, Halloween event. I'm not 100% sure if it's all the maps that have these Halloween decorations. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I know I played Monaco and I want to say Seoul. And I think Monaco and Seoul both had them, and you see it's got this, well, we're nighttime. I think all the games might have been like this nighttime fog action. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. But yeah, the nighttime does work really well for it. Some of the trees are like more dead. There's like some Halloween lights and stuff like that, some jack-o'-lanterns. And, I don't know, cool stuff like that, decorations on around the map. So that's obviously really neat, very similar to if you played when the game like first came out. They had like a winter there's a winter version of Monaco. I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure they'll be bringing it back this year. That one was actually really fun with some snow on it and everything. Yeah, so might kind of remind you of that, but for Halloween. Yeah, cool stuff. I love fun stuff like this for live service games. I think stuff like this is always really fun. So it's just a little thing that gives you a reason to hop on the game and be like, okay, this is going to be a little bit different, you know? Is it really going to, like, play different? Is the map going to play different? No. But, you know, it's just going to have a different feel to it and just give you a reason to get back on the game. So I love stuff like that. I think it's really fun, really cool. They also have an event along with it and some new stuff in the store. And the store update's pretty cool. This, like, witch set or whatever is pretty sweet. I might have to pick it up, even though it's a freaking expensive one. We'll have to wait and see. They also have this event where if you do, there's like a freaking wheel, and if you do daily contracts, you get tickets to spin the wheel, and there's different like Halloween-themed rewards that you can get on that. And some of them you can buy all of them with multi-bucks. Some of them you can buy with the VR points, and not all of them though. And yeah, so you basically, the approach from what I can tell is play as much as you can, as the event goes on, and, you know, spin the wheel as many times as possible and try to get everything on it through that. And then I guess if you're unlucky at the end and you really want everything from the event, you know, try to spend on whatever you missed. Or if you know, if it works out and you got what you wanted from the wheel, then you can kind of just, you know, save the money and kind of move on and just have have some cool free stuff from the event. So yeah, that's kind of how that works, I suppose. Spinning the wheel is fun. It's fun. I like the wheel. But yeah, cool little update. With I think it's a fun event. Fun map decorations. It's cool stuff. I like it. Gives me a reason to get back on the game. Okay, balance changes. They basically improved the damage range on the XP. I'm doing the other one. We're saving the other one for last. But yeah, so they improved the damage range on the XP, and I like it. I tried it, and I like it from what I could tell. The XP, I think they over-nerfed it, in my opinion, the first time. I know a lot of people probably disagree with that, but in my opinion, the autos in general have just gotten smashed since this game has come out. And again, yeah, like, I think they went a little too far. Not, like, crazy a lot, but just a little too far with the XP nerf. And I think that this is just a little bit to pull it back in the right direction. And from what I got to play with it, it did feel a lot better. I was playing World Tour. I would have to try it in ranked and play in a more competitive lobby to see if it's, like, really viable. But yeah, it seemed fine. It seemed better, and it seemed like a legitimate choice against the M11. Whereas again, like, right away post nerf, I would say definitely M11. Now with this XP, you know, slight buff that we got back, maybe give it another shot. Maybe it is worth looking at. Maybe it's a more even spread between it and the M11 now. The big one is the model. The model got some big changes to its weapons spread. And basically the idea behind these changes are to make the model a little less effective at like medium ranges. The model, as far as I can tell, can absolutely still fuck shit up at close range, which is a shotgun, so that's fair. But the mid-range usefulness of the model is supposed to be hurt by these changes. I have not tried it yet. I will probably try it tomorrow. But I will say that I don't think I saw any of it at all. Maybe one guy ran it. I don't know. When I played World Tour, I feel like I didn't see any of it at all. I'm sure if I played ranked, it would have been a different experience. But yeah, so I'll have to try it. We'll have to see where it is. But from what I can tell, it seems like a pretty smart nerf that should make the part of the weapon that should have been weaker. Like it'll actually do that. Like sometimes I feel like they miss the mark on some of these balance changes where they address like the wrong part of what makes a weapon strong, and with this one, or too strong, and with this one on the model, I feel like they kind of nailed it. In theory, again, we'll have to mess around with it, see if it actually works out the way it should, but in theory, I think it's like a perfect nerf for it, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But I'm glad to see one in general, and I gotta say, from what I played, the variety was actually pretty good on this particular night. Maybe I got lucky, but the variety of like weapons and loadouts that I saw people using was like way better than normal. And again, it's not like it was a huge balance patch, so I'm sure a little bit of it was luck, but that was still nice and that was still refreshing, because that was one of the things that was kind of frustrating me with the game recently, was just feeling like it was just the same shit. The meta kind of needed a little bit of breath of fresh air, because it changed a little bit from Season 3 to Season 4, but not as much as I wanted. And now maybe with this model nerf, now it will maybe actually get a decent shift. So I like that, and I'm excited about that. I think that's good stuff. Okay, so yeah, talked about the event, talked about the balance changes and stuff. So at the end of this one, now that we're through all that, I just wanted to say, like, what I was going to talk about in the other video was I was actually getting kind of frustrated with the game recently. And I still like the finals, and I still enjoy playing the game, but yeah, just like, I don't know. We're over a month into the new season now, and I was just reaching a point where I was getting kind of frustrated with, like the meta and the model and the sword and stuff like that, and just like certain like play styles in the game. It was just getting really frustrating. And I don't know. I feel like the game really needed something like now to get me back on it and back excited about it and keep playing it. And this Halloween event could not have came at a better time. This is like, yeah, it's like perfect timing on it. So yeah, I was not, I was playing some different stuff, doing some more variety stuff recently, and I probably still will be doing that. Especially now that I'm getting close to Diamond and Ranked, and I've already had Emerald World Tour for a while. I'm sure the finals playtime will taper off a little bit. I'm still gonna play consistently because I still enjoy the game. But yeah, I'm sure it'll still taper a bit, but I do think that this event is really cool, and I'm definitely going to be, getting on every day to be going for those daily contracts and, grinding out the event because I think it's fun. It's nothing too crazy, and it's kind of nice that it's something that doesn't take that much time either. So like, while I'm in a time where I don't want to play the game as much, I want to get on the game, but I don't have to play it as much for this event, if that makes sense. Like I can bang out the contracts in like 30 minutes. Yeah, like 30 minutes. I'd probably play for an hour because just playing for 30 minutes doesn't even feel like playing. So I'd probably play for at least an hour, but I could do it in like 30 minutes if I wanted to, from what I can see, from what the daily challenges seem to be. So yeah, like it's basically just like perfect for what I was feeling about the game at this exact moment, if that makes sense. So basically, like, props to Embark on that. I don't know, how many other people are in the same spot as me with that. But for me, this event kind of nailed it. It was kind of like exactly what I wanted right now. It'll keep me on the game. I will keep playing for sure for this event and keep having a good time for it, or with it. But I won't, I don't have to like grind a shit ton right now, which is good because I was kind of at a point in the season where I wanted to like dial it back a little bit. So yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how these changes affect the meta and everything, and give it more time. Because if they did a good job with that, then I'd say this is a great update for as little as it was. So yeah, good stuff all around. How are you guys enjoying the Halloween update? Really good round right there. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.